The story begins with Kate and Justin, a young, vibrant couple living in a charming London apartment. They're in the blissful final stages of preparing for the arrival of their first child. The nursery is being decorated, and their lives are filled with the nervous excitement that defines first-time parenthood. Kate, seeking the comfort of her family, calls her mother to share the news that her latest pregnancy scan went perfectly. However, the call goes to voicemail and she leaves a message, a small hint of a growing distance between them. During a dinner with friends, the conversation turns to their building. A new couple has moved into the apartment directly below them. There is an eerie air surrounding this arrival, as the previous tenant, an elderly man whom Kate used to help by tending his garden, has recently passed away. Kate reveals that she still has the spare keys to the downstairs unit. Unbeknownst to them, a mysterious man eavesdrops on their conversation as they joke about the state of the new tenant's garden. When Kate and Justin return home that night, they see two pairs of shoes neatly placed outside the downstairs door, marking the official presence of their neighbors. Inside her home, Kate finds an old childhood photograph of herself, her mother, and a young boy. This moment of reflection is interrupted by a sound from the garden. There, she meets Teresa, her new neighbor, who is also pregnant. Kate is 18 weeks along, while Teresa is slightly further at 21 weeks. Despite a subtle underlying sense of secrecy, the two women begin to bond, and Kate reluctantly accepts an invitation to go swimming. As their friendship grows, Teresa shares a secret. She has already chosen the name Peter for her son, asking Kate to keep it confidential. Meanwhile, Kate feels a slight disconnect from Justin, who is increasingly buried in his work. One afternoon, while shopping for baby clothes, Kate spots Teresa. She watches from a distance as Teresa is greeted by her husband, John, with a long, intense kiss before they drive away. To welcome them properly, Kate and Justin host a dinner party. Before the guests arrive, a light bulb in the hallway flickers out, but Justin is too busy in the kitchen to fix it. When John and Teresa arrive, the atmosphere is initially friendly. John is introduced as a successful German businessman. While the men talk, Teresa confides in Kate that John was previously married to a Chinese woman who was unable to conceive. Kate notices that Teresa, despite her pregnancy, sneakily finishes a glass of wine when John isn't looking. The dinner takes an awkward turn when Kate and Justin admit they weren't always sure they wanted children, a statement that shocks John and Teresa, who struggled for 7 years to conceive. Teresa continues to drink secretly and soon begins to feel unwell. As the couple prepares to leave, tragedy strikes. In the dim light of the hallway, a tipsy Teresa trips over Kate's cat and tumbles down the stairs. John reacts with immediate aggression, blaming Kate and Justin for the unsafe house rather than acknowledging the accident. The following morning is met with a chilling silence. Kate and Justin knock on the downstairs door to check on Teresa, but there is no answer. Seeking solace, they visit Kate's mother to show her the ultrasound. The visit is cold. Kate's mother seems distant, and the emotional support Kate craves is nowhere to be found. Upon returning home, they find John waiting outside. He invites them inside their apartment, which is now filled with an air of profound mourning. Teresa reveals that she has given birth prematurely and the baby did not survive. She shows them a photograph of the lost child. When Kate expresses guilt over the light bulb, John explodes in rage, claiming the lack of light killed his son. Justin defends Kate, pointing out the accident and the fact that Teresa had been drinking. Teresa denies the drinking and turns the tables, accusing Kate of lying to protect herself and chillingly stating that Kate does not deserve her baby. Consumed by guilt and fear, Kate is comforted by Justin, who assures her that their child is the most important thing. Soon after, a letter arrives. John and Teresa are moving back to Germany to grieve, promising to return only when they can offer their congratulations without bitterness.
Time passes and Kate gives birth to a healthy boy named Billy. Her mother remains distant, visiting only because Justin requested it. One day, Kate notices shoes outside the downstairs apartment. John and Teresa have returned. Justin wants an apology for their past behavior, but when the couple knocks on the door, they appear transformed. They offer gifts and a seemingly sincere apology, though an air of tension remains. Teresa begins to integrate herself back into Kate's life. She visits frequently, bringing lemon juice and asking to spend time with Billy. They go to the park and the pool together. Despite the outward appearance of friendship, Kate's maternal instincts are screaming that something is wrong. Kate eventually accepts Teresa's offer to babysit so she can have some time for herself. During this break, Kate visits a cemetery. It is revealed that the boy in her childhood photograph was her brother, who died young. She mourns him, wishing Billy could have known his uncle. In a disturbing parallel, Teresa is seen at the apartment placing tissues in her bra to mimic nursing and taking Billy out of the house to an unknown location. When Kate returns, Teresa pretends she has just woken up from a nap. Billy begins to cry relentlessly. A hospital visit suggests a potential allergy, and Kate is advised to change her diet and stop breastfeeding. The atmosphere at home becomes increasingly sinister. Kate finds the gas stove left on full blast, despite remembering she turned it off. The car alarm from the downstairs apartment begins going off every night, depriving Kate of sleep. Exhaustion leads to memory lapses. One night, Teresa takes the baby downstairs to let Kate have some time for herself. Then she and John take Billy outside without Kate's knowledge. During a later dinner at the neighbor's apartment, Kate notices a flirtatious energy between Teresa and Justin. Back in her own home, Kate hears the sound of a man's heavy breathing through the baby monitor. She rushes to the nursery, but the baby is fine. Instead, she finds a bathtub overflowing. Justin begins to believe Kate is losing her mind, perhaps due to her family's history of mental health issues. Determined to prove her sanity, Kate pretends to go out but sneaks back to watch the apartment from her window. She is horrified to see Teresa taking pictures of Billy and, most shockingly, breastfeeding him. Using her spare key, Kate breaks into the downstairs apartment while John and Teresa are out. She finds the camera, which is filled with disturbing photos of Teresa posing with Billy, then discovers a fully furnished nursery identical to hers, with a photo of John and Teresa holding Billy as if he were their own. Hearing John return, Kate flees and calls Justin. They storm the apartment, but the evidence is gone. The camera contains nothing, and the nursery looks completely normal. Teresa hands Kate a framed photo of Billy as a gift, making Kate look like a paranoid intruder. Justin, now fully convinced Kate is having a breakdown, refuses to believe her. Heartbroken, Kate takes Billy for a walk by the river. Justin follows her and they agree that for the sake of their family, they must move. They find a new apartment and Kate begs Justin not to tell the neighbors. The next morning, Justin is lured away by a fake phone call about an urgent meeting. He gives Kate her morning glass of milk before leaving. When he reaches the office, he finds no meeting exists. Then he discovers a suicide note sent from Kate's email. The scene shifts to the river. We see a woman who looks like Kate throw the baby into the water. Justin arrives home to find Kate dead in the bathtub from an apparent overdose. Billy is gone. He rushes to the river, finds the empty carriage, and collapses in grief. After the funeral, as Justin packs to leave the apartment, the truth is revealed in a series of flashbacks. John and Teresa had drugged the milk Kate drank every morning. They staged the meeting for Justin and sent the fake email. The woman at the river was not Kate, but Teresa, who had disguised herself to look like her neighbor. Teresa didn't throw Billy into the river, she threw the cat, the same cat that caused her original fall. The final scene shows John and Teresa in their new home in Germany. Billy is alive, being raised by the psychopathic couple under the name Peter, unaware of the biological parents who were destroyed by the people downstairs.